All right, man, it feels good to be up here by myself. Normally it's me and Kayla. No, hold on, wait. Normally it's me and Kayla, and I talk for 2 seconds and I hand her the mic. But she's a better speaker than me, that's why. Anyways, so I'm going to tell you guys a story really quick. How long have we been at this office now, Nate? For 2 years? Year and a half. Okay, so when we were at the other office on Opdyke, I was training a guy named Shane, and we had an appointment like an hour and a half away. It was one-legged. The guy didn't close because he wouldn't make a decision without his wife, right? So I follow up with this, and this app was supposed to be like $300 a month, okay? And I follow up with this guy for literally every month till about, I think it was the beginning of August, okay? And I go sit with him, and we do their life insurance. It didn't end up being $300 a month. And 2 weeks later, he was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. Wow. So now for the rest of his life, mind you, he's in like late 30s, so he's still got some time. For the rest of his life, he'll be able to have the same class of life insurance that I got him before he was diabetic. Because before he was diabetic, it was a terminal policy. His policy issued the same day I wrote it. Okay? So never any health problems other than that. So follow up with your people. And so Ian asked me to talk about recruiting objections, and I'll be completely honest, I don't get a ton of recruiting objections for one reason. Because I'm prepared. Okay? Hey, have you guys ever been on an appointment with somebody and they get an objection and the person who's training you gets really loud and responsive or doesn't really know what to say? It's because you got to be prepared. If you're prepared, I don't know if anybody's here, well, some of you guys have been on appointments with me, but my tone of voice stays like this the entire appointment.
Probably quieter.
Maybe even a little bit quieter. Okay? And it's because I'm laid back, I'm relaxed, and I'm not afraid of them saying something that I'm not prepared to answer. Okay? So go to the first slide. So we're going to go over, I need to think about it. Recruit, you go through the questions, or maybe not all of the questions, because you forgot some of them. And at the end, you tell the recruit, hey, I want to get you started. And he says, I need to think about it. Go to the next slide. This is how you answer this. And if I were you guys, I'd be taking some pictures. I totally appreciate you wanting to think about it. But generally when I hear that, what they're saying is, I'm not sure I can do this. Is that kind of how you're feeling? Because if you did ask the questions right, you'll know that they want to make $1,000 to $2,000 a month. They're comfortable working 5 to 10 hours a week, and they don't have to ask anybody to get started. So then you ask them to get started, and they say, I want to think about it. So just reaffirm that, hey, Shane, I'm sure you're a really sharp guy. Look how you're dressed. You have a college education. There's people here like Mario Arizon, who makes $1.7 million, never graduated high school. Rick Susie doesn't have a college education, makes over $1 million a year. Shane, you're going to look me in the face and tell me that if someone with an education or someone without no education can do this, you're going to tell me with your college education you can't do this? Come on, dude, you're a sharp guy. Let's get you started. And just get them started. But you have to be confident in saying that. If you're like, well, if you want to think about it, it's okay. They're not getting started with you. Go to the next slide. I'd like to do some research. Go ahead. Oh, there we go.
Whoa.
So, hey, no problem. I don't have any problem with you doing that, but listen, I want to make sure you understand something. Did you know that over 50% of the stuff on the internet is not true? Were you aware of that, Rhonda?
Yes, I am.
For example, Walmart's the greatest retail superstore company in America. Do you think people have everybody that goes to Walmart has a good thing to say about Walmart?
No.
If you don't, or if you do, you should go on the internet. Because not everybody is going to have a good thing to say about Primerica. It's just, not everybody has a good experience. That's just the facts, right? Who knows what their current situation is? Maybe they didn't get licensed. They're like, okay, well, why didn't I get paid? We all know you get paid once you get licensed. Okay. So the best way to find out about the business is talk to people that are engaged in doing the business and having some success. And find out from some of them rather than some disgruntled person on the internet, right? Who may or may not have had a good experience. So I just wanted to caution you with that. The decision you make about whether to get involved with Primerica or not should really be based on your personal experience and what you experience and what you see, not what someone on the internet sees. Does that make sense? Awesome. Let's get you started. Don't you agree with that, Rhonda?
Of course. Let's go.
Go to the next slide. Is this a pyramid? This is my favorite one. So let's say that Brad is a truck driver. That's supposed to say truck driver, not truck drive. At Coca-Cola. Okay? And he's like, well, is this a pyramid? And I say, Brad, you're a truck driver at Coca-Cola, right? Awesome. So Brad, is there anybody like that would be kind of below you that may report to you, like warehouse workers or the people that load your truck? Got it. And is there anybody that is above you? Like, who's your boss? The regional manager. And who's his boss? Probably the area manager. Maybe there's a vice president above him, and then the owner. Brad, what are your chances of getting from your truck driver position to the vice president?
Small to nothing.
Little to none, right, guys?
Right. That's not as much.
Brad must not understand my questions.
Right.
So now, look at Primerica. We all have the same opportunity here, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Is there anybody here that has been here less than 30 days? So all of you have the same opportunity as myself, Mike, Jordan, Nate, Coop, Lisa, Don, all the regional vice presidents here. Because everybody starts, no matter what your background, no matter what your education, no matter your race, anything, no matter what, we all start at the same position, and we all have the same opportunity to get to be a vice president.
Woo! That's awesome. Amen.
This is how you talk to these people, okay? You have the same opportunity as anybody in the room here. I don't care what they did before they came here,
That's good.
okay? Go to the next slide. Follow the system. Guys, our system is better than any system in the company right now. This is why so many people come out here to see our system, how we're doing things. And if you ask the questions properly, chances are you're not going to get the 3 objections that I just went through, 3 or 4, right? Okay, does that make sense to everybody?
Yes.
So follow the system. See you guys at the top.